Hey guys, this is Spoilblade here. Welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be doing a Sniper Tips and Tricks Part 2. I've already made Sniper Tips and Tricks Part 1. If you haven't watched that, you ought to. It clarifies some of the things I'm going to be doing in this video. But this video is to kind of shore up the things that I didn't cover very well in the last video. Specifically, there was a lot of stuff about aiming that I didn't think to put on there, because I was thinking about people who've already used snipers a bunch. But for a video that, for people that aren't very familiar with snipers, this is what you guys are gonna need. Alright. So, that was a good start to the match. I don't care what anybody says, that was a good start. I love meleeing people out of the air. It's just like the best thing ever. So this video is just going to be covering the things that I didn't cover very well in the last video, specifically aiming. So this is kind of the first tip to in-game sniping. Instead of showing, in my last video I tried to show you sniping strategies. In this one I'm going to try to show you how to snipe. And the first thing to how to snipe is to get your sniper rifle, which means that you gotta get some money. Specifically, I think you should get Ghost and get enough money for your loadout. Get Ghost and your sniper rifle, and get Ghost and your assault rifle, in whichever order you prefer. Always check these trailer houses, I guess, or whatever they are, really well. It's very often I'll find people camping in these. Alright, I got enough cash, because somebody was stupid and didn't pick up that cash right there. Alrighty then. So let's go back to that buy station.
Vendor here if you need supplies. I'll be driving.
This is just kind of a general tip. A lot of people like to have their vehicle right beside them. I honestly do not recommend doing that, because quite often if you have your vehicle right beside you and you don't notice somebody coming up on you, they will actually get you with your own vehicle. So don't really recommend doing that. Okay, so now I got my sniper rifle. This is an HDR. It's what I use, and I highly recommend the HDR for Warzone. It is definitely, in my opinion, the best sniper rifle for Warzone when it comes to long-range sniping. There is much better options when it comes to short-range sniping, such as the X50, the Car 98, or the SPR. Okay, so find a high place, start scoping things out, see if you can find somebody. Okay, yep, there's somebody right there. Let's see if we can see those jerks. Alright, there's a guy right there. I didn't have a good enough view to get a shot. Well, I had a good enough view, but not enough time. So that's one thing. First tip of sniping: don't take a shot unless you think you can hit it. If you take a shot and you don't think you can hit it, people will become, even if you have a suppressor, people will be able to hear that suppressor. They won't be able to see you on the mini-map, but they'll be able to hear that shot happen. And you don't want that, because then they're going to get wary. Alright. Armor hit. Miss. Broke. Got him. Alright, so that was a snipe without using any headshots. I could have gone for headshots with that shot. I chose not to. To show you how much it can hurt you to not get headshots. You saw how long it took me to get that kill. It would not normally have taken me long to get that kill. I chose to go for chest shots. That way you guys could see how long it takes. It takes a long time to get those kills with chest shots, or even body shots. A headshot is an instant kill, for those of you that don't know. It's or at least if they have a self-revive, or if they have a partner, it's an instant down. A chest shot will almost always break them, and anything other than a chest shot will do significant armor damage, but it will not actually kill them. It won't break them either. Another tip, whenever you are sniping, if the enemy is a very long distance away, especially if they're beyond 400 meters, you're gonna need to aim. If they're beyond 200 meters, you're gonna need to aim above their head slightly. If they're beyond 400 meters, you're gonna need to aim above their head significantly. Not significantly, but like, you know, with 200 meters, you're just gonna barely aim above their head. With 400 meters, you're gonna need to aim like a little bit more above their head. I can't tell you exactly how much. It's kind of just something you got to get a feel for. Once you do it once, then you'll know. And then at any range over that, you're just gonna have to keep on adding on how far above their head you're gonna aim. And this is all with the HDR. With other weapons, it's going to be more bullet drop, because the HDR has a very low bullet drop. Another thing, when you're shooting at a moving target, you're going to have to lead ahead of the target. They will not, the bullet will not connect if you aim directly at the target, because by the time the bullet makes it there, they will have already moved past where the bullet is. So other things, if you're using a sniper rifle, and especially if you're using the HDR, don't use the basic reticle. You're going to want to use the cross thread, which is the reticle that you saw a minute ago on there, or the pinpoint. I prefer the cross thread. However, that is a personal preference. It is not. It's not something you have to do. It's just something that I prefer over any other reticle. Okay, so if you aim, your reticle is going to move a little bit. You can see, well, let's unmount. You can see my reticle moves a little bit. Now, there's ways to negate that movement. If you haven't used a sniper a bunch, that movement is seriously going to throw you off. If you haven't figured that out yet, it's going to throw you off a bunch. So what you do is you can either add attachments that lower it. The TAC laser and the F-TAC champion are the two that lower it the best for the HDR. Other weapons, it might be different, but on this weapon, the TAC laser and the F-TAC champion stock are the two attachments. If you want to see this loadout on my HDR, I have a video out on it. I may have already said that. Subscribe to my channel, do whatever you want, and you can see that video. And it's pretty much the best loadout there is for the HDR. For Warzone. For other modes, it's not necessarily the best. There's an enemy way over there. But anyway, so you can add attachments that negate that, or if you don't have those attachments unlocked, or if you prefer to use different attachments, you can hold L3 and it will make your reticle perfectly steady, or you can mount your weapon. L3 will, well, it's not necessarily L3. It's it depends on your console, obviously. But for me, it's L3 because I play on PlayStation. You can zoom in. It'll show hold to steady, and that will make your reticle perfectly still. It won't move at all. But it only lasts about 10 seconds, maybe less than that. It might be 5 seconds actually.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Enemies dropping in. There's an enemy in that Jeep over here.
Gas is inbound.
If you can't tell, landing a headshot in a vehicle is difficult.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead.
Enemies are popping off UAVs like crazy. Oh my god, they're probably popping off triple so that they can see me. Not me specifically, but so they can see people. They popped off 3 UAVs. That means they can probably see the people. 3 UAVs in a row makes it to where you can see people even with Ghost, and people without Ghost you can see the direction they're pointed. It's very threatening. Or at TV station. They probably haven't moved out of TV station. So that means one thing you should do is check out the area where people are going to be coming from. And usually people are going to be coming out of that gas, and you'll be able to get a lot of good snipes from people getting out of the gas. Usually that's what happens. I'm not seeing a lot of people coming out of TV station, oddly enough. Usually there's quite a few. Especially from TV station, because I think TV station is one of the hotter areas. Okay, there's an enemy, Got him. Alright, and that is how you line up a headshot right there. At that distance right there, there was absolutely no need whatsoever to aim above the head. And there was no need to lead because he wasn't moving. And you can see how much faster those headshots work than those chest shots. Those chest shots don't really do the work for you. Whereas those headshots, bam, it's over.
Get this done. Sharpish.
Instantly, it's over as soon as you get the headshot.
Relocating the safe zone.
Alright, the safe zone
Enemy
is moving
UAV
quite a bit
overhead.
this time. There's probably going to be people all around here. So you gotta find it. Taking a lot of shots right there. Somebody in that cargo truck behind me. Just kind of, okay, yep, taking shots, taking damage. And he got me, okay, he got me.
One of 25 remain.
Alright, oh well. But you guys can see some good sniper footage there. I made it to top 13. Alright. So, let's just try to kind of recap a little bit. So, there's some really important things when it comes to sniping. Number one, always try to go for headshots. Those headshots are going to be really important. You could tell from that video, chest shots aren't going to work very well. I have gotten a 700 meter snipe with the HDR, and I had to aim over their heads significantly, but it wasn't like a crazy amount. So that's something you'll get a feel for as you play the game. Enemies in vehicles, if you couldn't tell, are extremely hard to snipe and probably not worth giving away your location, because when you hit the vehicle, they're going to know where you're at. And if they're an attack rover especially, they're going to be able to turn around very quickly and come get you, and you're going to want to switch over to your assault rifle and try to take them out, or use an explosive to take out that vehicle. Remember to keep your, not zoom in for too long. Your scope glare will give your position away. And remember to not try to avoid using a sniper at a distance under 80 meters or so, because most of the time a assault rifle is going to be better for that situation than a sniper. However, I mean, you can use a sniper at that distance. You can use a sniper pretty efficiently at any distance over 50 meters or even 40, but I recommend using an assault rifle for those distances. It's probably going to serve you a lot better, especially at any distance under 60 meters or so. At any distance over 80 meters, especially any distance over 100 meters, you're probably going to want to switch to your sniper rifle. And just remember that when you're using a sniper, your goal is to be accurate, is not to put out as many bullets as you can, because your sniper rifle isn't going to have a very fast fire rate. Even with the Rytec, which is a semi-automatic, it has such a big recoil, it's going to take you a long time to recenter, and it has a slow aim down sight speed. So you're going to want to try really hard to hit your shots. Every shot counts with a sniper, especially with a slow reloading one like the HDR. And just remember that hanging back is better as a sniper, and you need to make sure you don't run out in the open. The open is what's going to get you killed. Open areas are what, and don't scope out in an open area especially, because you're not going to be aware of your surroundings and you're going to get killed while you're in the open. Always try to have cover. I prefer to use rock formations because not a lot of people expect you in a rock formation. Most people expect you to be sniping out of a window or a tower. One last thing before I close this video out. Remember that this video is on the HDR, and all the strategies here and all the tips here apply to every sniper rifle, but things are going to vary quite a bit. Like with the AX-50 or the Rytec or the Dragunov, if you dare use that weapon. Personally, I think the Dragunov is terrible. But if you use those weapons, the bullet drop and bullet lead are going to vary significantly, and strategies are going to vary a little bit. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please hit that bell notification. Thank you guys so much. Remember to have fun. Play nice, stay cool, stay frosty, load up, frag out.